nothing like some really cool Latino gumball machine toys, a homie, and 3 lucha libre masks to celebrate Cinco De Mayo, everybody. Yes, it's Migueltio, the North Country Latino, and we're live here and on the air for another exciting Cinco De Mayo episode. And today we're going to make 2 fabulous Mexican foods, one for dinner, one for dessert, and of course the dessert one we're going to start off right here, bread pudding. Bread pudding is a fabulous Mexican dessert, and for the dinner, of course, before we eat that, mole, baby, mole. If there's a national food of Mexico, it's not tacos and burritos at Taco Bell. No, 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 no. It's mole poblano. We're going to start off getting this bread pudding going by spraying some fat-free non-cooking spray over these slices of bread, and we got them in a preheated oven for 375 for 5 minutes. You're going to toast. Now, in the meantime, we got the chicken on the stove, and I'm going to turn that on low to start grilling. Got some cooking spray on that too. And now get that stuff to get brown, and we're underway with both. Meanwhile, another part of the bread pudding, the sauce, you've got yourself a 1.5 cups of water, a good cup of brown sugar, a cinnamon stick broken up, and a teaspoon of anise. And you keep stirring that till the sugar dissolves. And then you let it simmer, for a good 5 minutes or so. Lots of 5 minutes is in these things, you know. Once that sugar's dissolved, throw in about 1/3 cup of raisins while it works itself for 5 minutes. And set your timer. Meanwhile, while the chicken is getting itself brown, stir it up. And also, once that bread is toasted on the one side for 5 minutes, you take it out of the oven and toast it on another. Now you're going to start to add other things to the pan. You take your chicken off and put it aside. Add a little garlic. Turn it down, of course. You got yourself a good grated onion. 1 chopped up chipotle chile. And you're going to put that all on together till it softens. And away it goes. Now you're going to move your bread pudding along here. You're taking the bread out of the oven, and you got about half of it. There's 10 pieces. You got 5 in the bottom of an oven-proof dish, and you're going to take half of 6 ounces of grated cheese and put that over this. And then you've also got some chopped pecans. You're going to put that over that too. It's like a mixture. It's almost like my Capirotada and Viernes Santo, you know. And you got some almonds, a few handfuls of those over it also. Then you take that raisin mixture you had on the stove. Get the cinnamon sticks out and pour about half of that over everything in the pot. Everything in the pot is going to get covered with this beautiful juice. There's half of it. And then you top it with the other half. And then you put that whole thing in the oven for about 20 minutes till it's golden brown. That'll be awesome after the dinner. Now, over your onions, you add some tomatoes. Three good tomatoes cut, by the way. You also add a couple of cups of chicken stock. I always like to use Goya Cabito Polo for this, even though Goya's not Mexican. And guess what? You thought you were done with the raisins. You're not. You only need about a little handful for this, though. Not many. Not like the bread pudding. I found a lot of Mexican dishes have raisins in them, regardless of whether it's dessert or a main dish. Throw in some almonds. So we got that in both this too. Throw in a tablespoon of sesame seeds. Throw in a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and also cumin. And this is going to be good mole. Now, just in case you thought that chocolate and peanut butter were for Reese's peanut butter cups, guess what? They're also for mole. Good whopping tablespoon of peanut butter. And you got chocolate on my peanut butter. And you stir this whole concoction together. And this, folks, makes the mole. You don't have mole without chocolate. Chocolate, as they all say down there. And of course, our bread pudding has the bread of bimbo. You can't make Mexican bread pudding without bimbo. Now, just like everything else we put on the stove so far and in the oven, 5 minutes and you let this simmer, and then you mix it all in a blender. And that's what really makes it into a mole, is its sauce all together. Now, this isn't going to be your ordinary garden variety chocolate milkshake, folks. You blend it up really good, and then you put it back in the pan with the chicken. Now, one thing, folks, I will not call this stuff is chocolate chicken. You want chocolate chicken, go to Oliver's in Batavia, the Krogan Candy Kitchen, and get a piece of chicken out, chocolate it, and put it in the oven, and sell it to you for $10. This is mole. This is mwah. And you put your chicken on the pan again. You take your chocolate concoction that I just told you that you're going to make in the blender, and you pour it all over the chicken. Okay? And there you go. You're going to simmer that for, good 40 minutes or so, covered on the stove on medium to low. Holy cow, are we done? Cover number 1, maize. Cover number 2, frijoles frescos. Cover number 3, mole poblano. Cover number 4, capirotada. We are ready to feast and feast on rare who roast beast. Let me tell you something, this is going to be one Cinco De Mayo that's going to fill your tummy with a taste of nuts and honey, but not that. Anyways, chocolate, chicken, mole poblano, sí, and bread pudding. I don't call it capirotada because I think of Viernes Santo and I get of capirotada. And this is just not the same kind of bread pudding that you ward off the pangs of fasting with like on Viernes Santo. This is festive bread pudding. And you know, you gotta have corn, you gotta have a veggie, and I never make anything Mexican without refried beans. So hey, it's gonna be great food. And a special shout out to 2 of my fabulous former students. If you're one of my former students out there, you are fabulous. But 2 of my fabulous former students, Casey and Brianna, okay? You guys promised to celebrate Cinco de Mayo today. Casey Wilbert, Brianna Dale, awesome former students of mine out there celebrating Cinco de Mayo today. I hope you have something as festive as this and enjoy yourselves wherever you are celebrating Cinco de Mayo. This is Migueltio, the North Country Latino, saying it's time to eat.